Hello everyone, I guess you're here because you're intrigued as to what the SWR Big Sing is, or maybe you already know and you're here to learn a bit more, I suppose. So the SWR Big Sing is a project that I'd like to do during the last couple of weeks of the school term as part of the COVID-19 lockdown. Because actually we've not managed to come together and perform musically at all, obviously, during lockdown. And that's quite difficult, particularly for someone like me who's used to playing a lot with other people or singing with other people. So, and of course, we've missed Proms in the Park, which is our kind of end of year concert. So, what I thought we'd try and do is a virtual distant performance of a piece. Now, the piece that I've chosen is a piece that some of you certainly will know, because we did it last year, I think, at the SWR Carol service, okay, so 2018, I guess, on that school year. And it's called May the Road Rise to Meet You, okay? Now, the reason I've chosen this is it's a beautiful piece of music, I think. It's quite straightforward as well, so it's quite good for everyone to be doing in their individual houses and sending me recordings. But also, more than anything, I think the words and the text really are relevant for this time, okay? Because this is obviously a time when we haven't seen people we care about as much as we'd like to. I know I'm really struggling not seeing friends and colleagues in work, and of course all of you lot as well. That's quite difficult. So May the Road Rise to Meet You is based on a very ancient Irish blessing, okay? And the idea was that you were imparting your blessing and good thoughts on the people that you care about, maybe perhaps you haven't seen for a long time, or that you're not going to see for a little while, okay? And obviously that's our situation. So I'm just going to start off by reading you the words of the lyrics, and you'll get to know them well because you're going to be singing them. It says, "May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall softly on your fields. And until we meet again, may you keep safe in the gentle, loving arms of God." Okay, so that's the blessing. And there's been loads of different pieces of music that have used those words and put into different music, okay? And this is the one that we're going to do by a lady called Laurie True. Now, in the description of this video, I've given you a link to her version, like the actual performance of that. Now, what I would really impress on you, please, this is really important. When you do your final recordings to send in, please can you do it along with the first verse? No. Please can you do it along with the first chorus that you hear, okay? That way I know everyone's singing at the same tempo, and I know it's going to slot together nicely when I have to put 100 and 200, however many of these together, okay? So if you could really, that'd be really helpful. I'm going to really struggle to put it all together otherwise, okay? And I wouldn't want you to miss out. So I'm going to take you through the different parts. I would definitely advise you to have a listen to it first. Again, the link's down there. And pick which part you would like to sing, okay? Now, if you've done it before with me, whether as part of your primary school stuff or whether you've done it SWR with me already, you will find the easiest thing generally is the soprano part. The soprano part's the highest voice. It's the main tune that we all sing along with all the time. But there's also the option to sing the alto part as well, which is just slightly lower, and it's not using the same notes of the tune, so we're going to create some nice harmony between the two notes, okay? Because sometimes when we sing or play two notes together, and for example, we get a nice sound. So once you've chosen whether you're going to do the soprano or the alto, and again, you can do both if you wish, that's absolutely fine. What I'm going to do in the rest of this video is take you through those different parts, okay? So you can have a go at hearing it, what it sounds like. I'll sing the part for you so you can listen back and go over it. Can I just remind you as well, please, think properly about your singing. Yeah, make sure that we can understand exactly what you're saying. So nice, big, wide open mouths, overdo the words. Make sure you've got your posture sorted, your diaphragm's able to operate properly. So standing up's a really good way, making sure that you're stood nice and firmly. Nice big breath and really project your voices, okay? I will mix it all down and make sure no one's stuck out and standing out, so don't worry about that. But it's going to be much more difficult if it's really quiet. Secondly, even if you think you know the song really well, think really carefully about the notes that you're singing. Okay, that's why I've split it up in the rest of this video, so you can listen to all of the notes. So make sure you're actually singing that note, not just a note that's kind of near it, okay? Because that will be, again, it will sound much, much nicer if we're all really focused and concentrating on what we're doing, okay? yeah, I'm really excited about this. It'll be really, really cool. I really look forward to your entries and putting it all together. We've got some little surprises throughout it as well. Yeah, and just a reminder, this is open to anyone in our SWR community or part of our primary schools. Great, please do. Staff, get singing. Okay, good luck. So the first part I'm going to go through is the soprano part of the main tune. I appreciate my laptop is like that, but you're resting on the piano, so I do apologise. So the main tune, the soprano part, goes like this. And it's after 3. 1, 2, 3. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall softly on your fields, and until we meet again, may you keep safe in the gentle, loving arms of God. Okay, so the next part to have a little look at is the alto part, okay, and that's more challenging in the sense that it's not the tune, so it's sometimes quite hard to hear, isn't it? And it sits, got an email, and it sits under the main tune, so it starts to create nice harmony notes, okay, so make it sound nice and pretty. So we are going to have a look at the soprano part, now the alto part, sorry. Now the really good thing about this is that it starts on the same note as the soprano part, okay, so that gets you off to a good start. In fact, the first 2 notes are the same, but then it goes a little bit lower just underneath the other tune, okay? So I'm going to play it in that total isolation for you so you can really cue into it, okay? So again, it's after 3, so it goes 1. I'm just going to play it first and then I'll sing it through. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is the alto part on its own, okay? So if it was I was you, I'd listen back to that quite a few times, particularly if you know the main tune, because then it'll be a little bit confusing at first, I suppose. Okay, I'm going to take you through it slowly now, so you can hear how the words fit around that, okay? So here's the alto part then, with singing. 1, 2, 3. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, upon your face. May the rain fall softly on your field, and until we meet again, may you keep safe in the gentle, loving arms of God. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, upon your face. May the rain fall softly on your fields, and until we
Right, if you're having a go at some of the extra bits, and you want to do a little bit more, okay, then you can do one of two things. You can have a go at the verse, okay, but the verses are solo verses or small groups. So if you do want to do that, can you send me a little email so I can allocate the right verse to you? There are 7 verses potentially, so there's plenty of time, and there's plenty of opportunity. Secondly, there's an option to do the DESCANT as well, okay, which is another little tune that goes over the chorus at the end, okay, the final chorus. So, if you're having a go at the verse, I'll go through that first, okay? So, all the verses have the same tune, and half of the verses are the same words as well, the second half. It's just the first half that has slightly different words to it. So, it starts after 3, and again, it starts on that same first note that we used for the chorus. That's helpful. I'm just going to play it to you first, the tune. I'm not going to sing, and then I'll sing over to see how the words fit in. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3. Now, if you put that with the words, I suppose, I'll just use the words of verse 1 to give you an idea. So it goes, 1, 2. For everything there is a season, a time for meeting, a time to say goodbye. In all things, God is near, always guiding your way. And then it carries on to the chorus. So on, yeah, okay, so that's your verse. Again, different words, it's the same tune, nothing changes, just put those different words in. Okay, finally, there's a couple of you who you might have approached or you might have asked me, and we've talked about the DESCANT, okay? So the DESCANT part is a little extra tune, as I say, over the top that just embellishes and decorates that main tune, okay? And it's only going to really appear in the last verse, as is kind of tradition, I suppose. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the chorus on the piano, and I'm going to sing the DESCANT over the top, okay? Well, I'm going to try. It might go a little bit wrong trying to do about 6 things at once, but there you go. Okay? So here we go. Here we go. May the wind be at your back, shine warmly on your face, softly, till we meet again. Gentle, loving God. Okay, nice 4 beats at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna now I'll play the DESCANT for you just on its own. Okay, so you can really hear the notes. Okay, so here we go. It goes after 2. 1, 2. May the wind be at your back, shine warmly on your face, softly, till we meet again. Gentle, loving God. Okay, so they're your kind of notes that you need, I guess. But again, like when you do this to send it in, please sing along with the original track. So the time I would put it in your headphones, listen, and then record myself. Just so I can't hear the music, but I know you're in time. So when I put them together, they should fit together quite well, he says. Okay, super. Thank you very much.